We've all seen it, right? Salvador Dali's iconic, kind of weird, melting clocks. For decades, we've looked at them and thought, wow, that's a brilliant look into the world of dreams. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? I mean, what if this incredibly famous painting wasn't just about some surreal dreamscape, but was actually a prophecy, a startlingly accurate warning about the future of time itself, our time?
So, our journey starts here, with his 1931 masterpiece, The Persistence of Memory. But trust me, this painting is about so much more than watches that look like they've been left out in the sun. It's really a vision of something fundamental completely falling apart.
What Dali is painting here is the very idea of time losing its meaning, its reliability, its entire structure. And to really get what he was seeing, we need to understand that there are two totally different kinds of time.
Okay, so on one hand, you have Chronos. That's clock time. It's objective, it's linear, it's the tick-tock of seconds, minutes, and hours that marches on no matter what. But on the other hand, you have Kairos. This is totally different. This is about quality, not quantity. It's those moments of deep meaning, those sacred appointments that connect us to something bigger. Chronos is the time we measure. Kairos is the time we live.
And the clocks themselves, they tell the whole story. They were built to measure Chronos, right? To be hard, reliable, rational. But here, Dali has softened them. They've become totally useless, irrational, just draped over the landscape like leftover cheese. Linear time has basically turned into a meaningless swamp.
And here's the kicker. With Chronos completely broken, Kairos, that meaningful time, is just gone. There are no sacred moments here. No moed or divine appointments that give life a rhythm and a purpose. And Dali shows us the results so brilliantly. Look at the ants swarming that orange watch. That's decay. They're literally consuming time now that it has lost its sacred soul. And right in the middle of all this, you've got this creature. It's widely believed to be a distorted self-portrait of Dali. Now look at it. It's asleep. It's trapped, completely helpless in a world where time has just collapsed. It's the perfect image of a person stuck in a meaningless present with no way to move forward and no purpose to be found.
So for 2 decades, this was the vision, time melting away into nothing. But then, Dali came back to his most famous work, and what he painted next was so much more terrifying. The prophecy was about to get a lot deeper.
And this brings us to the disintegration of the persistence of memory. As you can probably guess from the title, the world isn't just melting anymore, it is literally falling to pieces. The shift here is absolutely dramatic. In 1931, reality was soft, gooey, stagnant. But by 1954, it's shattered. It's been atomized. It's not just that time is broken anymore, it's that everything is broken. I mean, just look closely. The landscape, the clocks, that olive tree, every single thing from the original painting has now been busted apart into these isolated floating blocks. The very fabric of reality has been ripped to shreds.
So here's the crucial progression that he's showing us. Step 1. In the first painting, time loses its sacred structure. It softens. Then, step 2, 20 years later, we see the consequence. The entire world shatters into chaos.
But when that natural, sacred order disappears, something else always rushes in to fill the vacuum. So the question becomes, in this shattered world, what's holding all the pieces together? What's providing the order?
And the answer is right there in the details. A new kind of order has shown up, this rigid grid of cold geometric blocks and missile-like shapes. It's a mathematical, rational system trying to force the broken world back together. But it's totally artificial, it's inhuman. It can arrange the pieces, sure, but it can't bring back the life and the meaning that's been lost. And this is where the prophecy snaps into focus. Because this 2-step collapse, from a soft, meaningless existence to a shattered world held together by a cold, artificial logic, is a shockingly accurate portrait of our own digital age.
The parallels are just uncanny. Dali's soft time, that's our endless, fragmented social media feeds. His atomized reality, that's our life inside isolated information bubbles, totally disconnected from a bigger picture. And that cold geometry trying to impose order? Well, that's the algorithm, isn't it? Mechanically arranging all the broken pieces for us.
I mean, just think about it. Our Chronos, our own linear time, is now systematically chopped up into seconds-long videos and posts.
We're just floating in this sea of instant gratification, and it's almost impossible to find a continuous story for our lives. This is the softening that Dali painted, just cranked up to digital speed.
And the ultimate consequence of this whole system is that it makes Kairos, those sacred, meaningful moments, nearly impossible to achieve. The constant fire hose of fragmented information is literally designed to stop us from pausing, from reflecting, from just being present long enough to have a truly meaningful experience.
So, Dali's prophecy wasn't just about paint on a canvas. He showed us the logical conclusion of a world that loses its sacred connection to time. First, our sense of purpose and direction melts away into a stagnant present. And then, reality itself shatters into a million disconnected pieces.
Which leaves us all with a pretty profound question, doesn't it? Dali, the surrealist prophet, he saw our world coming decades before it got here. He painted the disintegration. The challenge he leaves for us is, can we find a way to put it all back together?